Hey everyone, and welcome! Today we are going to solve one of the most common puzzles in German grammar, and it has to do with two little words, deshalb and trotzdem. So let's just dive right in and crack this code together. So have you ever looked at a German sentence and just thought, wait, what? Why is everything backwards? If you have, you are definitely not alone. It can feel like the rules are just totally random, but I promise you, there is a logic to the madness, and we are about to unlock it. Okay, first things first. Let's stop thinking of deshalb and trotzdem as just conjunctions. Instead, let's give them a new name that actually tells us what they do. Let's call them the verb movers. Why? Because they follow one single super simple rule that once you get it, is going to fix so many of your sentences. And that simple rule has a name, verb inversion. Now, I know that sounds a little technical, maybe a little scary, but the idea is actually incredibly simple. Think of it like this. The connecting word, our verb mover, snags the first spot in the sentence. And because it does that, it forces the verb to jump into the second spot right before the subject gets its turn. And honestly, that's the whole trick right there. All right, let's see this in action, starting with deshalb. This word is your go-to when you want to show a result or a consequence. You can think of it as meaning therefore or that's why. You just state a cause, and deshalb introduces what happens because of that cause. So here's the formula. You've got your first sentence, which is the cause. Then, to connect the next idea, you start with deshalb in position 1. And this is the absolute key. The verb has to come immediately after it in position 2. Let's look at a real example. Okay, two super simple ideas. First, the cause. I am sick. Ich bin krank. Second, the result. I am staying home today. Ich bleibe heute zu Hause. Both are perfectly normal sentences on their own. Now, let's connect them with our new verb mover. And boom, here's the magic. Ich bin krank, deshalb. Now, look closely at what comes next. It's not the subject, ich. It's the verb, bleibe. Deshalb bleibe ich. See, position 1 is deshalb. Position 2 is the verb, bleibe. That's perfect verb inversion. All right, now for our second verb mover, meet trotzdem. This word is for the complete opposite situation. It introduces an unexpected twist, a surprise, or a contrast. It means something like nevertheless or despite that. Now, what's so cool about this? Look at the rule. It's the exact same one. You state your situation, then you start the next part with trotzdem in position 1, and, you guessed it, you immediately follow it with the verb in position 2. The underlying logic doesn't change at all. So, here's our new setup. The situation? I'm tired. Ich bin müde. The unexpected contrast? I'm going to the party. Ich gehe zur Party. Logically, you wouldn't expect a tired person to go out. That's why trotzdem is the perfect word to bridge these two ideas. And there it is again, the same beautiful pattern. Ich bin müde, trotzdem. And what's next? The verb, trotzdem gehe ich zur Party. Trotzdem takes position 1, the verb gehe slides right into position 2. It's the same structure, just with a different meaning. So simple. Okay, so we've seen the rule in action with both words. Now let's zoom out a little bit and put it all together. This will help make sure it really sticks and clear up some really common mix-ups. Okay, this is a huge one. You're probably thinking, wait a minute, what about words like weil for because or obwohl for although? Don't they connect ideas too? And yes, they absolutely do, but they play by a completely different rulebook. Weil and obwohl have a different power. They kick the verb all the way to the very end of the sentence. But our verb movers, deshalb and trotzdem, they do the opposite. They pull the verb right up to the front, locking it into that second spot. And this table right here really lays it all out. Just look at the highlighted rows for conjunctive adverb. You can see for both deshalb and trotzdem, the verb position is locked in at second. Now compare that to the subordinating conjunctions right below them. See how the verb gets sent to the last position. This little chart makes that difference crystal clear. It's a great cheat sheet. So once you know this one simple rule, you can easily avoid 3 of the most common mistakes learners make. First, you won't forget to do the inversion. Second, you won't accidentally treat them like weil and kick the verb to the end. And third, you'll always pick the right tool for the job. Deshalb for a logical result, and trotzdem for a surprising contrast. All right, that's enough theory. You know the best way to really make something stick is to actually do it. So let's put this new knowledge to the test and solve a couple of these puzzles right now together. Okay, first up, he learned a lot, and as a result, he passed the exam. This is a pretty clear cause and effect relationship, right? So we're going to need deshalb.
How would you put those two sentences together using our new verb mover rule?
And here is the solution. Hat viel gelernt. Deshalb, and there it is, our inversion, hat die Prüfung bestanden. The verb hat jumps right into that second position, right after deshalb. Fantastic. Okay, let's try one more. She has no money. But despite that, she buys the expensive dress. This is definitely an unexpected twist. So for this one, we'll use trotzdem. Take a second. How would you build that sentence? And the answer is, sie hat kein Geld, trotzdem kauft sie das teure Kleid. Once again, trotzdem is in position 1, and the verb kauft immediately follows in position 2, right before the subject sie. See? It's the same pattern every time. You've got this. So if you remember just one single thing from all this, let it be this. When you start a clause with a deshalb or trotzdem, the very next word you say or write has to be the verb. That's it. That is the master key to this whole puzzle. Thanks so much for solving this one with me today. And hey, let us know in the comments what German grammar puzzle you want us to tackle next.